Yeah, let's check my teeth. Okay. Hey, hi, hello friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm so glad that you are here. Today we're going to talk about skincare. So I've been on a skincare journey over the past year and a half-ish, and I've had a couple of requests to share the skincare products that I'm currently using. I can sort of touch on products that I've used in the past, but I think I'm going to break this up into 3 videos. So this first video is going to be just my AM skincare. Now, some of these items will overlap with PM because there are some products that I use morning and night. But I do want to kind of break it up because I have sort of a skin cycle. So you guys, let's stick on my teeth. Okay, can we talk about this lipstick? This is the Ofra Flexi Slick. And I love the color. But you guys, this does not stay put. It gets on my teeth so much. It's ridiculous. All right, let's try this. Anyway, so I skin cycle, which means that I have a larger number of products, I feel like, because I use some products on some nights and some products on another. So I feel like it just makes sense to kind of split them up. But yeah, in this first video, we're just gonna talk about my morning skincare. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you're curious about the rest of my skincare routine, like my masks and my evening routine, then make sure and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss those uploads. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I only cleanse my face with an actual cleanser once a day, and that's in the evening. I do a double cleanse. But in the mornings, I only cleanse with water. So what I use in the mornings to kind of make sure that my skin is rinsed thoroughly is I use these like makeup eraser cloths. These are not new. These are not novel. I'm sure everybody and their mom has heard of these. I have a couple different sets. I love these things, you guys. I'm kind of obsessed. These are the 90s cartoons ones. This is Cat Dog. If you know Cat Dog, come on. Rocko's Modern World, or Rocko's Modern Life, sorry. Anyway, they have really, really fun ones. This is just like a cute little avocado one. I freaking love them. I bought a bunch for my kid. I bought a bunch for me. So my 7-year-old uses them on her face because I'm trying to get her into the good hygiene practices and getting her into like a kind of a skincare type routine. So she uses them on her face and she loves them. They're great. They're super easy to use. But this is what I use first thing in the morning to kind of cleanse my skin, just remove anything that might have gotten there overnight, any leftover skincare products from the night before, and then I go into my actual skincare. So this is a product that I use morning and night, and it is the first step in my routine after cleansing or rinsing my face. And this is the Rose Water and Glycerin Hydrating Facial Mist. This is amazing. If you saw my no-buy update, I will actually link that, but this is something that I purchased for the first time last month. I've never owned any sort of facial mist before. This is so good, so incredibly hydrating. It's just water, rose water, and glycerin. When I tell you the difference that it makes in my face, it is bananas. I love it so much. Also, if you notice like my makeup is a little funky around my mouth, tretinoin is doing a number on my skin. But anyways, I always start with this immediately after cleansing just to pump some hydration into my face, and then I go in with everything else. Now in the morning, I have like a few different things that I use. Immediately after using that rose water, I actually have a product right now that I'm trying to get through that came in one of my Ipsy bags that I've since canceled. This is the Truffle Therapy Face Toner. It's okay. It's not something I would have purchased for myself, but because I brought it into my inventory, I want to use it up. So it's a simple thing I can just add in. So I'll do this first, usually after so I do rose water and then I'll go in with a toner. Now I have more toners right now than I normally would. Normally I would just have one sort of toner or essence product, but since I'm trying to use that one up, it's in there as well. Then I will go in with this Peach Slices Blemish Busting Toner. So this is a 95% snail mucin concentrate. Snail mucin is incredible for your skin. I have noticed a really big difference when I started using this in terms of like evenness of skin tone, evening out of texture. It really helps with hydration. I freaking love this stuff. I don't suffer too terribly much with acne, so the blemish busting part, I don't know that I can really attest to that because that's not something I struggle with. But as far as all the other benefits of snail mucin, I do notice them in my own skin. So after this, I will go in with my vitamin C serum. So previously I was using my Timeless Vitamin C 20%. So it's vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E. I talked about that a little bit in my empties video, which I will link above. But since I finished that, I wanted to try a different formulation. So this one that I'm using now is from Maelove. It is the Glow Maker Antioxidant Serum. So this is also pure ascorbic acid. That's the formulation of vitamin C products that I prefer, is a pure ascorbic acid, not a derivative or an ester. I like it to have ferulic acid and vitamin E. So I think it's SkinCeuticals or another skincare brand that has that CE ferulic vitamin C serum that's like almost $200 or something like that. Girl's not going to spend that much on vitamin C serum. However, these formulations, based on the research that I've done and the reviews that I've seen, this and the Timeless are extremely comparable to that one and far less expensive. So I love the Timeless serum. I have no issues with it at all. I just wanted to try something different. So now I'm using this Maelove. And so far I really like it. The formulation is really great. It goes on well. I don't have any issues with it so far. It doesn't sting my face. This one is a 15%, whereas I was using a 20% before. So I think it's maybe a little bit more gentle, but you know, it is what it is. And so far I really like it. So that's the Maelove Glow Maker. So then after my vitamin C, so I do my toner and essence, then I do my vitamin C serum, then I will go in with this Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 serum. I just love everything from Timeless. Everything I've used from them, I genuinely enjoy, and I think that they work, and I get great results from them. So this is one that I got. It's a peptide serum. Matrixyl is a peptide. So I got it because I wanted to start targeting some of the expression lines on my body. So, well, not on my body, but like on my face and neck. So like on my forehead, on my neck. And this specific peptide is supposed to be really good for deeper forehead and neck wrinkles or lines. So that's why I got this. So far, I definitely have noticed a softening. This is the 4-ounce bottle. It comes in smaller bottles, obviously, but it doesn't expire as quickly. So it's easier to get through it and you don't need to worry about this big bottle going bad. And I've really enjoyed it. I have definitely noticed a softening of my lines, and it's extremely hydrating. It's a very simple formulation. It doesn't have a bunch of unnecessary ingredients. I cannot recommend this and basically any other Timeless product enough. I love them. I am actually thinking about doing a Timeless review, like a brand review, because I've used a number of their products and I love all of them. They've all been incredible. So highly recommend this if you're worried about some sort of, I don't like to say anti-aging, but like aging gracefully, softening some lines that you may already have. So it's great. Then my morning, I have a couple of different like eye area products that I use. So I have one for the morning, and then I have two actually at night that I alternate between based on what night I am in my skin cycle. So for my morning eye product, I use this Pipette Look Awake Eye Gel. If you have not already seen my Pipette brand review, I will link that above. I have a number of Pipette products in my skincare routine. I have a number of their products in my shower routine, hygiene products. I just love so much of the products from their line. And I know it's kind of marketed towards like babies and kids, but they have, this one is specifically targeted towards adults, women. I've got another skincare product that's marketed towards women, but all of their products have been so great for my whole family, myself, my husband, my 7-year-old. They're great. If you are interested in some cleaner, you know, I don't know if I prescribe to the like clean beauty thing, but they do have simple formulations with really great ingredients, and that's what I'm kind of trying to work towards. So I love this. It does have a little, like a roller ball, and it does feel nice and cooling on my eyes when I use it in the morning. I definitely feel like it's a therapeutic thing. I don't know that it necessarily does anything other than feel good, but I like it. I enjoy it. I do feel like it sort of brightens the area under my eyes, and, you know, I think eye serums kind of are what they are. I don't know that I prescribe to them being like 100% effective all the time, but I really enjoy this one. And so I would recommend it it's a thinner formulation. So I do go in with a moisturizer on top of it, but I really like this. And then for my morning moisturizer, I use a little bit of a lighter moisturizer, and that's because I don't want it to like gum up under my makeup or under my SPF. So I do use like moisturizing SPFs most of the time, and so I don't need something quite as heavy. This did actually used to be my morning and evening skincare or moisturizer, but since I started tretinoin, I really need something more hydrating in nighttime. So this is the Peach Slices Snail Rescue All-in-One Deep Moisture Cream. Again, this has that snail mucin concentrate. This one's only 50%, but it also has a bunch of other really great stuff in it. Snail secretion filtrate is still the #1 ingredient on this label, so that's great. Water, glycerin, shea butter, hyaluronic acid, Centella asiatica, tons of really amazing ingredients in this. And I do find it very calming on my skin. It is hydrating without being overly thick and goopy. It really absorbs into my skin, continues to hydrate throughout the day, and doesn't get weird under makeup or under my SPF. I freaking love this stuff. If you are looking for a moisturizer, I highly recommend this one. Again, if you have dry skin and you're using a product like tretinoin, you might want to think about something a little bit heavier at night, which I will talk about in my evening routine video. But this is wonderful for daytime. It was wonderful when my skin wasn't quite as dry. So if your skin is more like normal, I would say this, or even leaning dry. But if your skin is very dry, like mine is right now, you probably won't like this at night. You need something a little bit richer. So, but I have no issues with this. It is wonderful. This is my second bottle. I go through I was going through one a month using it morning and night. It's 2.82 ounces. It's very affordable. It's like $14. So when I was using this morning and night, I was going through about 1 bottle a month. Now I imagine I'll probably go through 1 bottle every 2 months because I am using different nighttime. But anyway, super good. Really, I like everything I've tried from Peach Slices. They're very affordable. Their products work really well. Another one that I highly recommend. So the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is my SPF. So I have actually 3 different SPFs in my collection right now that I kind of cycle through. What are you doing? So right now I have 3 different SPFs that I cycle through in my morning routine. And it just kind of depends on, the one that I choose depends on what I'm doing for the day. So I just have they're all different formulations. They all have different intended purposes in my inventory. And so I'm going to share all 3 of them with you. So these are generally the same 3 categories. I always, when I repurchase sunscreen, repurchase for these purposes. So the categories remain the same, but sometimes the products change. So the first one is my Pipette Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. Again, it's another Pipette product that I really, really love. I think this is the one that sort of like put them on the map, so to speak, and really like brought some hype in the beginning. It is a wonderful hydrating formula. It does have squalane in it. Basically, all Pipette products have squalane in them, so that's what that kind of their claim to fame is. But this is super, super hydrating. If you have oily skin, you probably will not enjoy this because it is very hydrating. And I do notice in the summertime a little bit of a, I don't want to say greasiness, but there's an emollience to it. Is emollience a word? I don't know. Anyway, it definitely is a little bit heavier. It's very hydrating, but it does leave a little bit of almost an oil left behind. It does absorb quickly, and it doesn't mess with my makeup. I think it's a great base for makeup, actually. I love using this under my makeup. So it just kind of depends on what your preferences are, but I highly recommend this. I can use it around my eyes. Sorry, my nose itch. I can use this all around my eyes. I can use it everywhere. It does not burn. I use this on my daughter. I love this so much that I actually purchased a ton of backstock in this product. And now I have like 5 or 6 bottles of it that I'm trying to work through. Now, most of them do expire in August. The ones that are left all expire in August. I think one of them is in July. So I'm not too worried about using them up because I do use these on my kid and on my husband and on myself in the summertime when we're not doing water activities. So we will go through those bottles this summer. We use them all the time. I keep one everywhere I keep one in my car, in my husband's car, in my purse, and like just everywhere. So we'll use those up, but they are not water resistant. That's the one downfall to this formula, is it's not water resistant. So I do enjoy using it on my face and neck and chest because like if I'm not swimming, it doesn't super matter if it gets water on it. But if we're going swimming or going to the lake or something like that, this is not the best formula for that. So these I mostly use for, again, on my face and neck and like park days, or if we're going hiking or something, somewhere where we're not doing a water activity. But I really, really enjoy this. I will be using it for quite some time to come because I have a lot to use up. I also will most likely repurchase this for this specific category. I do prefer a mineral sunscreen for my face, and this one is just really, really great in most of the categories. It really checks off a lot of the boxes that I look for in an SPF. So Pipette, mineral sunscreen, great. The other category of mineral sunscreens that I have is tinted mineral sunscreens. The one that I'm currently using is the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. I freaking love this. Before I bought this one, I was using the Australian Gold tinted tinted sunscreen. That one was extremely mattifying. It did provide good coverage, but I don't necessarily look for that in a sunscreen. So it did give me coverage, but it was very, very mattifying, too drying for my skin. This one is very hydrating and moisturizing. And I do just generally enjoy this one. It is water resistant. The reason that I have a different category for tinted is because on very light makeup days where I'm wearing like maybe just a tint on my skin, like a skin tint, or I'm not wearing any foundation, or I just want to go in with concealer, I will use a tinted SPF because it gives me a nice tiny bit of coverage, just kind of evens things out, but I don't feel like I need to put a complexion product over the top. There are days where I don't wear any makeup at all, and I have no problems going without makeup. But on days where I want just kind of light coverage, this is really, really perfect for that. It provides the light coverage, gives me a good like even base, and then I can go in with like a little concealer or even just this and like mascara, and that's perfect. So this is a great one if you're looking for a tinted SPF. This one, like I said, is water resistant, which is great. I would not use this all over my body. I don't think that it's great for that. I mean, it would work all over my body, but I don't think that really makes sense for this type of product. But it's great that it is water resistant. So super, super like this one. I do have quite a bit of this one left. I actually don't even know when this one expires. Oh, this one doesn't expire till September. So when this one runs out, since I am in a no buy year, I'm kind of wrestling with whether or not I'm actually going to repurchase a tinted moisture or tinted SPF, or if I'm just going to use up what I have left in this other mineral sunscreen in my back stock. Because like I said, they do have two different intended purposes, but how strict do I want to be on my no buy? So I did give myself a few like, not get out of jail free cards, but like some parameters in which it's okay for me to purchase specific products. Like if it serves a certain purpose, and if I don't have anything else that serves that exact purpose, then I can repurchase. So I'm still kind of wrestling with that. I don't know what I'm going to do, but they're both great. I like them both, but I do really love this one for my light makeup days. So, and then the last category that I have is my chemical sunscreen. This is my chemical sunscreen of choice. I do like to keep one on hand because there are some complexion products in my inventory that just do not work well with either of the mineral sunscreens that I prefer. So this is a great option to have for using if I want to use that certain type of complexion product. A perfect example of that is my Laura Geller powder foundation. I love that foundation, but it does not perform well over either of my mineral sunscreens. So on days where I want to use my Laura Geller, I do prefer to use this because it makes a much better base for that product specifically. So my one issue with this, it's lightweight on my skin. It rubs in. There's no white cast or anything like that. My one beef with this is that I hate the smell of sunscreen. This really smells like sunscreen. I dislike it so much. It does dissipate. I don't notice it lingering, but when you're putting it on, it is so intense and I really dislike it. I also don't notice any kind of irritation like around my eyes or anything because I do put it all the way around my eyes, and I haven't ever noticed any kind of irritation with this. The active ingredients in this one are avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. So I do recommend this one if you prefer chemical sunscreens and you don't mind the smell. I actually have this one and I have a back stock of this one. I'm going to need to work through this because this one expires in, I guess it doesn't expire till 2024, but it's going to take me that long to get through both of these because this is just not my favorite formulation. So I think I'm going to really have to buckle down with my no-buy and just work through some of the things that I have before I repurchase any sunscreen. Even though I love my tinted sunscreen, I think I am just going to have to work through that because I don't want them to go to waste. And, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't hate it, but I don't want it to go to waste. And maybe I'll use it on my body instead of on my face. I don't know. We'll see. I think this one is okay to use on your body. I think it is meant for face or body. So that's probably how I'll use this one up, is all over my body and on my face. So anyway, it's a good one. It's not bad. I just don't prefer chemical sunscreens. I like to keep one in my arsenal, but I would prefer one that does not have a sunscreen smell. So if you have a chemical sunscreen that you enjoy to use on your face that does not smell horribly like sunscreen, comment below, let me know, and I will put that one on my list to repurchase when I use these ones up. So, okay guys, let me just double check. I think that is everything for, oh no, that's not true. I'm going to talk about these hydrogel eye patches. These are from the brand Look at Me, which is a Korean skincare brand. These are hydrogel patches. I'm not going to open this all the way because there's like stuff in there, but they're just little gold eye patches. I do use these in the morning sometimes. Like I'll put my Pipette eye gel on and then put these on top and sort of just like, it's very soothing. I do actually really enjoy these hydrogel patches. I got these at Marshall's. I don't know how much they cost, like in other places. You could probably get it on Yes Style or something like that. But I do recommend these because they are lightweight. I do feel like they're very nourishing to my under eyes. And I just enjoy the experience of sometimes putting on an eye patch. So anyway, I think I paid $7 for these. I would not probably pay more than that for them, but they were great. I don't use them all the time, but I like to use them sometimes. So anyways. Okay, with that, I think we've talked about everything. That is my morning skincare routine. It's crazy because it's like when I'm doing my skincare, it doesn't feel like that much. But when I'm sitting here looking at all this stuff and I'm talking about it and I've been talking for like 25 minutes, I'm like, wow, it seems like kind of a lot. So hopefully, I mean, my nighttime routine is no less involved than my morning routine. In fact, it's more involved and more complex. So definitely going to do another video for that one, a separate video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about the products I use or you have recommendations for certain categories of mine that you think I should try next, make sure and comment below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. You might as well. You made it all the way to the end. You're awesome. Again, if you want to see any of my future content about my skincare routine or follow my no-buy year, which I'm in, then make sure and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. And with that, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go. My dogs are being crazy. I can hear them behind me. So I'm going to go snuggle my dogs, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.